Hey there, K-Stater. I'm Johnny. I'm sure you've been cooped up in your home for what feels like 5 years with all this COVID craziness, but things are starting to open back up and the future is looking brighter. There's no better time than the present to secure a job for yourself, whether you're looking for something short-term or long-term. Especially now with everything going on, employers are having candidates interview through video, and we want to help you put your best foot forward. I have 5 tips straight from the Career Center to help you succeed in video-based interviews. Tip number 1 is thoroughly prepare. It's a great idea to research your employer in a variety of places. For example, you could visit the company website in addition to sites like Handshake, LinkedIn, and other social media accounts to get a well-rounded view. Specific points of information to look for are the company's history, what its culture is, what their mission is, where their locations are, what kind of work they do, which clients they serve, and recent news about the company. Knowing these things will help you answer questions like, what do you know about us as an organization? Furthermore, you have to account for things not going according to plan. Making sure that you have the recruiter's phone number saved is part of a good backup plan. Another thing you should do is practice frequently asked questions out loud. You may have a confident idea of your answer, but it could come out as jumbled if you don't get used to talking through it. Make sure you're weaving your strengths into the answers too. For more help, you can check out the Career Center's resume and interview guide, Big Interview, or meet with a career advisor for a mock interview. Another big thing, what should you wear? Don't sweat it. As long as you look professional and your outfit is comfortable, you'll be all set. Tip number 2 is optimize environment. Before the interview happens, you should test out your Wi-Fi connection with the video software you'll be using, whether that's Zoom, Skype, or something else. If you just realize that you aren't sure which software you're using, you'll probably want to find out. You'll definitely want to minimize distractions in your environment. Make sure your pets or roommates won't be able to barge in on you, and try to avoid public spaces. Another good idea is to set yourself in front of a window so your face will be well lit. If the light is coming from behind you, your face will be underexposed. That's not a good look. If window light isn't an option, see if you can use a lamp nearby. One small point to consider is glare if you wear glasses. You'll have to decide if you want to leave them on or take them off. And one more thing to check on is what your background looks like. If it's overly cluttered, that can be distracting. Just do what you can to make sure the focus is on you. Tip number 3 is be engaging. The simple truth is that we're more used to meeting with people in person and not through webcams. Because of this, it's easy to lack awareness in how you're coming across. On the day of your interview, be sure to log in early to start things off right. Some of the best ways to be engaging during your interview include making eye contact with your camera instead of further down the screen. One way you can help yourself do this is by making the window showing the recruiter smaller and moving it near the top of your screen. You should also keep your tone of voice in mind. It's very easy to sound uninterested when you're technically alone in a room, like I am right now, but try to focus on the person you're talking to in terms of how you say things. The other big aspect of being engaging is your body language and other nonverbals. Make sure you don't pivot in your chair and be aware of your hand gestures also. They're a powerful tool, but they can either add to or take away from your communication. Tip number 4 is follow up. Within 24 to 48 hours after your interview, you should send a follow-up message. This could be either to your primary contact, or if you have the emails of the people who interviewed you, sending each of them a personal message would be a great touch. While writing the message, it's best to make it short and specific, mentioning a common connection or something that you learned about the company that you didn't know before are great topic examples. Reiterating your interest in the position is important too. The fifth and final tip is consider pandemic implications. If the pandemic has caused internet problems at your home, you may want to utilize a Wi-Fi hotspot by driving to a place in town that has one. There's no shame in that. These absolutely are hard times. If needed, you can use your car for a quiet space. Just make sure you pause all notifications and clean up your vehicle as you're able to, still trying to be considerate of the background. All right, folks, that's it for the tips. Once again, if you're looking for more advice, be sure to head over to the Career Center's website for more resources. With all this preparation you're doing, I'm sure that you'll crush this interview coming up. Go get 'em, Wildcat.